This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Yorelis Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Yorelis, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
Flood, storms in the night. You call it global warming, but I call it my judgment. Yeah, that's me. Oh. I shake the mountains, the oceans roar, the ground splits open. You can't ignore from the book of Amos to Revelation scroll. I'm the flame, the fire, the one in control. You call it science, you call it fake, yeah, but I'm the reason the nations quake. You touch my people, you spill the tears. Now I'm exposing what's been hid for years. Yeah, that's me. The thunder and the lightning, that's me. The floods and the fire, that's me. The shaking of the nations, you will see. It ain't no warming of your seas. It's the flame I burn for my people's peace. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, 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 that's me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You built your empires on stolen land, blood on your money, blood and blood on your hands. Deuteronomy spoke in the curse you laid, but Genesis 15, my word don't fade. 400 years and the trumpet's loud. I'm gathering my chosen from every crowd. You mocked their pain, you chained their feet. Now I rise in judgment, feel the heat. Floods rise high, yeah, that's me. Quakes split wide, yeah, that's me. Restoring Zion, yeah, that's me. My hand, my flame, my prophecy, yeah, that's me. That's me. The thunder and the lightning, that's me. The floods and the fire, that's me. The shaking of the nations, you will see. It ain't no warming of your seas. It's the flame I burn for my people's peace. Yeah, yeah, that's me. Yeah, 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 that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, 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 that's me. Ah, yeah, that's me. Yeah. When the world shakes, when the waters rise, when the ground splits, don't call it climate change, don't call it chance, call it what it is, the hand of Yah. Yeah, that's me. For my people's peace, yeah, 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 that's me.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back. Sister Patya, I'm glad you came in. Shalom, sister, and as well as Brother Kenneth. I'm glad you brothers and sisters came in today. You say, yes, it is, y'all. Let me tell you something, sis. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. Whole lot of stuff that's going on. I mean, when by the time you think you got used to something else get popped off. And there's a whole lot of things that's happening in this world. I mean, you have you got people saying, hey, let's join this thing here. And the reason why I said is just join the club, because there is a whole lot of joining situations that's going on in this world. And unfortunately, Shabbat Shalom, Sister Van P. I'm glad you came in, sis. It has taken an effect on some of us. You know, with all the stuff that's going on. That building in Hawaii, I got a video for that one. I got a video for some of everything. What's going on? That earthquake, not earthquake. The volcano in Ethiopia. They claiming now, this is what they're claiming, that it's been like 12,000 years since it erupted. Now, how they come up with their math, I don't know, but man think he is the smarter thing on this earth. They can throw a calculation up there and they want you to believe it. And what do? Hey, we go with what they say. But it was massive. And so it was about 9 miles into the air, into the skies. So now, this is the reason why I played this song, because the Most High is letting you know, no, this is not man's doing. This ain't no woman of the seas. This him. And he said all of these things is going to be happening. Shabbat Shalom, Brother Dave. Shabbat Shalom, the Mac Coding. I'm glad you came in, bro. Boy, brothers. But this is what's happening. The Most High is letting the world know. No, it's not that. This is me. I'm doing these things. And all of this stuff that we're talking about, that we are seeing, is laced in Matthew 24. That's where it's laced at, as well as Luke. And it's throughout the Bible. You got a portion of it in Ezekiel. You have some in Jeremiah of the last days. So the thing is, knowing where you join yourself to. That's the ticket. It's knowing where you got yourself associated with, because when it all falls back down, people are guilty by means of what? Association. That's what the world says. And there's some truth to that. I mean, what is it? 1 Corinthians 15:11. Bad associations spoil useful habits. The same thing can apply to us during this time of the end. The same thing can apply. We can get ourselves into something you get hemmed up on. And there's going to be some things that they would say, hey, they would give you all the benefits. They would at least tell you of all the benefits that you may be getting. And then at the same time, leave out some pertinent information. This is where you have to be shrewd and discerning, knowing what questions to ask in order for you to get, for you to make a sound decision. Shalom, shalom, Sister Pixie Dust. I'm glad you came in, sister. Shabbat shalom, rather. But this is where we have to make these decisions. We have to be discerning. And we got to be decisive. Direct in on things and be done with it. The world is being decisive. It's going in on people. Period. No matter who you are. Now, where is this thing? Let me share my screen. Well, let's go with this one first.
Has issued an urgent evacuation advisory calling on all French citizens in Mali to leave the country immediately as security conditions collapse. Now, this marks one of the strongest warnings Paris has issued since relations with Mali's military junta began unraveling in 2021. And let me tell you, when former colonial powers begin airlifting their people out, it tells you everything that the level of instability African civilians have already endured for years. Now, let's break down exactly what's happening and what it means for Mali, for West Africa, and for us across the continent. Now, last week, France's foreign ministry issued a stark warning that avoid all travel to Mali. If you're already there, leave as soon as possible and use commercial flights. Don't attempt to travel by road. Now, this comes as armed groups linked to Al-Qaeda tightened a devastating blockade on fuel entering the country, creating an economic chokehold on the Malian state. Let's watch this video.
The French are in Mali for their own interests and not for those of Mali. Now, if they decide to leave because their interests are not being met, I don't think that's a problem. The Malians are now standing up to take charge of their own situation. This matter concerns only them. They can do whatever they want.
On Thursday, the foreign ministry spokesman said that France was following the deteriorating security situation in Mali keenly, and France's diplomatic presence remains unchanged, with the embassy open. Mali expelled French forces from the country in 2022, saying France failed to stem the ongoing insurgency after 9 years of intervention.
We tell Minister Abdoulaye Diop to never again host a French person. They are hypocrites. They are the ones who need Mali, no the other way around.
Last week, the US and UK announced the evacuation of...
Now, fuel trucks can't reach Bamako. Electricity is failing. Hospitals are strained. Schools and universities have been shut down nationwide. Now, the strategy is brutal and effective. Cut off fuel supplies, strangle movement, and break the economy, as well as force the state into paralysis. And while global headlines focus on foreign nationals leaving, it is Malian citizens, ordinary families who are living through the disaster. And the African Union and the United Nations warn that Mali is approaching a full-scale humanitarian disaster.
Now, I noticed one thing. When these countries in Africa kicks the colonizer out, what? They bring in terrorists every single time. Are you thinking that these brothers, sisters on the continent just one day they just jump up and say, you know what, let's just kick France out. No. That's the Most High who's moving them to do this. Yeah, along with kicking them out, there is a repercussion. It's going to happen. And they just got, truthfully, I ain't gonna say we, because when it's all over said and done, we gonna be involved, no matter how you look at it. Shalom, brother Earl. Is that you, brother Earl? Good Life, 611. That's what they always do. So they can't play in the park no more. They get mad. So they send some bullies to the park. And this is what we're seeing right now to this very day. And you notice now, mind you, Mali is right below Tanzania. And we already know what's going on there. And then above Tanzania, you have Kenya. They panicking, brothers. They are literally panicking. They will run. One or the other is going to happen. It's going to happen. They're going to run out of resources because the resources ain't coming in like it used to. Oh, they about to be put into the poorhouse. Now that's something we are accustomed to. That's one thing we did that. We done that. But now you got the countries. You got the countries, the brothers who's kicking them out. They understanding this. And when they kicked out, guess who else is kicked out? The United States. They kicked out. Brothers, when we woke up, it all started with you, brothers and sisters. It all started with you. Once that light went off, you got up out of the bed, you stretched, and said, yeah, it's a whole new day. You woke up. The Most High woke you up, brother. And all of this is taking place. All of this because you woke up. Not all of us, just some of us, just a small portion thus far. And that's all the Most High wanted, was a small portion to wake people up. Hey, and then we're going to get this popped off. All of these things that's happening. They've been trying to get a hold to Ibrahim Traoré. That man is quite elusive. But if you go back in some years ago, that was not going to be the case. If they wanted to lay hands on you, they would have laid hands on you. But now, that's not happening like that no more. Shalom, shalom, Brother Robert. Shabbat shalom, rather. It's not happening like that any longer. They're taking control. Which in essence, one day, you go back some years ago, we didn't have that. We didn't have the strength to see it through. But with this awakening, things are being seen through and beyond. And beyond. Yes, it is the Most High who's causing all of this. He's letting the world know it's me. The world don't want you to know it's him. That's what the problem is. The world do not want the world do not want the world to know, hey, the person who's causing all of this is the Most High Yah. Now, let's just say, this is just an example, and this is going to be a wild one at the same time. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that the world did tell the world. Now, this is the Most High Yah who's doing this, because the world has its people in captivity. Can you imagine that now? That right there will, but we know the world ain't gonna do nothing like that. Man, that's just flat out just too right. That is flat out just too right. So the world, what do the world do? They're trying their best to ride it till the wheels fall off. And the wheels are going to fall off. They're going to fall off. So but at the same time, this is what we fall back to, because when the Most High said, hey, choose life so that you can continue to live. This is a life-saving predicament that we are witnessing right now. All you mature brothers and sisters, the Most High woke this mature group of people up. And when I say mature, I'm talking about you got to be, I ain't gonna say got to be, but you, I would say from 40 on up to 70 some years old with this awakening. And it's those individuals that are sitting behind their laptop, computers, phones, or whatever, and they're letting the world know who they are, what the Most High said is going to happen. It's the mature group. You never seen a preaching, a global preaching of the good news that Yahushua spoke about that is happening right now. Now, a whole lot of religion was claiming they was doing this. Now, let's not, Jehovah's Witness was one. They claimed that they was preaching in all the lands and everything, that they was fulfilling prophecy. Wow. And we woke up and come to find out we are the prophecy. We are the prophecy. But do you think religion is going to bow down to that? No, religion is still going to hold on to Thanksgiving, Halloween. That's what religion is going to hang on. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Lenya. I'm glad you came in today, sis. This is what religion is going to hold on to. We woke up and we start telling the world who we are, what the Most High said is going to happen, what Yahushua said he's going to do. We did that. Did it. We're doing it. We're doing it. And this is what the Most High said was going to happen. Do you see the Rev 29, the Rev 3929 preaching from door to door? All you see is war. That's all you see. And then claiming they're going over to some other land to help somebody out. Man, please. The club, the world need to be choosing brothers right now. The club or that this world or people, nation, need to be joining is a people that they have always looked down upon. And they have a difficult time to raise their eyes and to look and say, you know what, these people, these are the people. But the scriptures also say, woe to those that rejoices in Jacob's fall. This is what's getting the world. The money of this system it lured in the world. They seen Jacob. Hey, we know the history of Jacob. If he's always in captivity, that's the time to make some money. But when they're making money off of Jacob, who come in and destroys it? The Most High. All the time. All the time. All the time. Well, you know what, brother Earl? Because I tell you, I went to the store yesterday to pick up some seasoning. And man, please. I never seen so much aluminum foil grabbed and things of that nature. Man, I was like, wow, okay. But our people, we still caught up in that lie. And the sad thing about it is this: the world made the lie to be holy. Well, made the lie out to be making it appear to be holy. That's what they're doing. And so now you're talking about trying to help your family away from that. Man, please. They worrying about say grace, so let's eat. That's what they're looking at. And what is it going to take for that to be truthfully looked at? That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. You know what? Now, Brother Earl, I will say this. It is sad. Don't get me wrong. You frontliners, early wakers, you woke. You understand. You know exactly how we supposed to behave. That's one thing we know with this awakening. Unfortunately, some of our people are not inclined to see it that way. Some may be, like I said, they can be heavily wrapped up in just the world. just the world. They like the feeling, but not understanding the gravity of that feeling. Each and every last one of you brothers and sisters that's woke right now, the Most High already knew which ones he was going to wake up. He already knew that. He knew, all right, this person here, I need to wake this person up right from the get-go, because he has a gift. She got a gift. This is what the Most High is looking at. All right, so now, whether you wanted to join that club or not, brothers and sisters, you got it. When the Most High woke you up, he said, what? Many are called, few are chosen. And for you brothers and sisters that looked at it and said, hey, you know what? No, this is it. This is life. This is real. This is truth. And you kept to it. But we still got to continue to run. We're going to go through these trials and tribulations off the top, because you woke. The devil knows exactly who you are. He's not even trying to manipulate you. He's trying to bring in something much more broader to get your attention, because he knows it's going to take just that to get your attention. You're not like the rest of them. No, nuh-uh. This is the reason why the Most High woke you up. You frontliners. He knew you have a strength, a spiritual strength in your bones. Granted, brothers and sisters, we're not going to always see eye to eye. We're not. But those that's going to hold on to the Most High, you're going to follow those laws. You know what, man, this brother, we don't see eye to eye, but he's my brother. And when the Most High comes and straighten out everything, he's going to do that. But we continue on as brother and sister. You're meant to be a brother or sister from a distance. So be it. As long as you are maintaining peace, that's all the Most High is looking at. He knows this is a time of, from a worldly standpoint, a time of confusion. Now, Matthew chapter 24 and verse, what verse was that? Well, he said, for false Christs and false prophets will arise and will perform great signs and wonders so as to mislead. Great signs. Now, what is the greatest sign that we're seeing right now, brothers? The greatest sign, I thought it was, they said it's 31 Atlas. Oh, is it not 31? 3i. And I was like, okay. Everybody's watching. They talking about this thing supposed to make landfall on the December 19th? I'm not for sure. But saying it has a long streak. 3i Atlas. Thanks a lot, brother Arrow. Yes. That's the thing everybody's watching now. Looking up into the skies. Now, brothers and sisters, let me tell you this now. I don't know what it is. I don't. I do not. And truthfully, don't nobody know. I heard one sister said, those are the fallen angels. I can't say that, brothers. I cannot say that. December 19th, that's what I thought. But I will say this. Along with what we're seeing on this planet, it do make you want to say, That's the furthest I can go with it. Because one, the Most High said he would not let man destroy this earth. And he said he did not create the earth simply for nothing. He created it for us to live on. So now, if the Most High want to, if it is a meteor that's going to hit here, it's not going to destroy this earth. That's one thing it's not going to do. It's not going to destroy it, not even half of it. Because all the scientists are ever going to do is make an assumption. And then you got like other brothers who saying there's a spaceship. But I fall back because I don't know. I don't know what it is and things of that nature. And I mean, this is like that wait and see moment. That's what it boils down to being. Now, can you imagine if I'm sitting there and say, no, it's an let's just say a basketball. And I'm just telling the world it's a basketball, and it gets here and it's a rock. This is the reason why I say, brothers, if you don't have confirmation, just wait and see. Just wait and see. We got a lot of things that's going on. And at the same time, brothers and sisters, you, Israel, you got to be on more of a watch than any other people on this planet Earth. You got to be on it. And you got to be shrewd about it. The Most High woke you up. And we got to stay focused. Everything in this system of Satan, brothers and sisters. And when it comes to you, Israel, it's always going to get you to say, or wonder. And if it can get you to start to believe it, oh, brothers, this is where you have to be on top of your A game. You're right, brother. It is all foolishness. Ain't nothing getting through that dome. And see, that's the thing. You know, this is what I'm saying about that, Dave, is that the world will put all of this stuff out there. And whatever it takes to get our attention from other more important things, this world, the devil is going to do it. This world, the devil is going to do it. And it would appear that, you know, if you think about the rapture, and it appears that a lot of people believe in that. Now, imagine this. If somebody came up saying that he was the Christ, he came up saying that he was the Christ. Now, for us that's woke, we look at him like, yeah, he didn't. This dude's on. He high. Why do we say that? We have a book of history. We have a history book, a warning book, everything about us in that book. And if we stand on top of it, we know exactly what to look out for. Yahushua did not leave anything out to the imagination for us not to look out for. He said, when you start seeing this here, you start seeing that there. He said, but when you hear one topic, he's in the wilderness. He said, don't go out there. He's in the upper chamber. He said, don't go up there. This is what Yahushua said now. This is what he said. And everything that the Yahushua was saying, brothers, the devil knows exactly what he was saying. And all the devil is trying to do, how can I counteract it? I got Jacob in captivity. I had the churches to teach them a lie. It's a brother, this is when I fall back, when I say it's the reason why you brothers are woke. It's a reason. When the rest of the brothers wake up, you will be right up. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that, because it would appear. Now, I could be wrong, and this is not saying this, scripturally this is what's going to happen. I seriously believe things are going to get so bad. They're going to get so bad, along with technology. Technology is going to be manipulating some things. And so, but when brothers and sisters start to wake up in a massive number, then that's when you, brothers and sisters, you will literally have to stand up. Because now you can speak up and say, hey, no, the scripture says this, the scripture says that. Because the ones that's waking up, they was bent upon what was told to them. This is what the church did, told them. We read. We go deep. This is the reason why the Most High woke you up, because he knew exactly who you were and how you go stand your ground. The world don't want to have you. And this is the reason why a lot of brothers and sisters going through what they're going through. Because you are firmly established. And that's the last thing they need, is somebody firmly established in Satan's system. Well, when I say firmly established, I'm talking in the truth. Not the world. You are a threat. That's who you are. That's who we are to the world, to Satan's system. We know what club we need to join. Brother, I seriously believe that the Most High is going to do it. I do. Brother Earl, I believe he is. I do. But don't get me wrong. Along with this conflict with Islam and the Christians, it would appear, brothers, that might just be, that's going to get touchy. That's going to get touchy. And especially if one pushing, being more pushy, more bullish than anything, then that's when blood will be spilled. And the sad thing about it is this: our family's caught up on both sides. That's the sad thing about it. That's the side of it that concerns me. Because we know what the world would do. The world, what? When they can't get its way, then here comes some terrorists. They already standing off in the cut, waiting for the word to go. That's all they're waiting for. And so now when you start seeing countries say, hey, well, you know what, we're not trying to deal with anybody outside here no more. You want something, you will get a finished product. This is the start of a kingdom of people that the world fought to keep separated. They knew the strength. They know the history of us. And this is not nothing new to us, brother, when it's all over said and done. It's not new. They did this stuff, what? Back in biblical times. The nation knew exactly. Oh, no. In order for the Most High to judge his people, we got to send some women over into their camp. And then you cook some food, let them sacrifice to our God and let them eat it. Oh, yeah, we can get it. That's the manipulation of a system that knows exactly how to get people hemmed up. You think they lost that gift, brothers? They still got that gift right down to this very day. What? Get you 2 Big Macs for 99 cents. Well, I ain't gonna be no 99 cents now. That's back in the days. $2.99, maybe $5. They doing the same thing. The only thing about it is we in captivity. That's where we are at. We smack dab in the middle of it. And the world is smelling a massive exodus. They smelling it. Wait a minute. So if these people leave, now listen to this. These people leave captivity. Jacob is no longer at the bottom. Jacob just gone. Jacob is gone. How can we replace that money that Jacob brought in? They can't. I don't care who they go get. We built the world. That's who we did. That's what we did. It just wasn't African Americans. Wherever Judah is located, they built something. The world just brought a great deal of misery to keep them occupied and to keep them at one another's throats. That's all the world did. Kept them like that, and then at the same time, making money off of our misery. This is what the world did. And now with this awakening, the world is upset because we woke up. Yeah, they very upset. They want the power back. They want the ability to say, hey, we got these people back in the slavery. We got, They seen that we joined the club of awakened ones. Now, no, don't get me wrong now. Any one of us can make a free will choice to how we want to step in, step out. The Most High said it. Many are called, few are chosen. People get down that line, they look at us and you know what, now I got questions about this. I got questions about that. And then eventually, you may have something that's going to walk away from it. You got a choice. Brother, hold on. Let me show the video. I'm going to show you, Brother Earl. Hold on just for a moment. I'm glad you brought that up. Oh, wait a minute. I did something wrong.
Scrutiny for a top exec at Campbell's Soup who's accused of saying some pretty wild stuff, like that the meat in the soup is bioengineered from a 3D printer, and allegedly going on an offensive and in some case racist rant. It's all because a former employee who's suing the company says he secretly recorded Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally during what that worker describes as an hour-long tirade. We've got the recording, and we want to warn you here, it's pretty harsh. Listen.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit? It's not healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
In the lawsuit, the former employee also alleges Bally made racist remarks about Indian workers, calling them idiots. When he reported the tirade to company management, he was terminated in retaliation, allegedly, for complaining about that alleged behavior. Campbell's has not confirmed the statements to NBC, but did say that if they were made, they do not reflect the company's values. NBC News also reached out to Bally, but haven't heard back. Let's bring in Camila Bernal. Camila, this is just what we played is just a little bit of this, right? There's more to these allegations?
There's many more of these allegations, and I also read through the lawsuit, Hallie, and what this former employee says is that this all happened over a conversation about his salary. He says they sat down about a year ago to talk through all of these things, and that's when he began speaking badly about the company, saying things like this was processed food and saying this was for poor people, as you heard there on that recording. And like you mentioned, this goes on for a while, and I want you to listen to more of that conversation.
Everybody thinks our recipes are like crown jewels or not. They're important, but no, it's the process. It's the process that makes the food. You know, the ingredients are in the back of the can.
So not only does he talk about the food, but this lawsuit also alleges that this VP went on to talk about employees at the company, and the lawsuit alleges that they're racist comments. Take a listen to those comments.
They couldn't figure out any dumb.
So clearly there was no filter during this conversation. The former employee also alleges that the executive admitted to going to the office high on edibles. I mean, again, this goes on and on about a number of different things here. And apparently the former employee reported all of this to his manager. He says that some time went on and he wasn't encouraged to go to HR. And so he got fired. And what he's saying now is that he believes his firing was retaliation for him coming forward and speaking out about all of this, Hallie.
Camila, we talked a little bit about some of what we heard from Campbell's on these alleged comments here. What else is this former employee, this former worker saying?
Now, that's a hot mess. You know, people say that, what did they say? Liquor bring the truth out of people. They said this individual, he came to work high on some edibles and things of that nature. Hey, but he spoke his heart. He spoke what was in his heart. I don't care how high you may be. You want to speak. You know, that truth serum, yeah, it's the reason why they call it spirits. It's the reason why they call it spirits. I tell you, brothers, that's not a good look for this company, because truthfully, when they replied to the complaint, they did not say anything. They did not say anything about their 3D meat. They did not deny it, and they did not accept it. They just talked their way around the conversation and let the ball go back out in space. Brothers, this is it. This is the end time. And the end time started with this awakening. Now, if you're talking about some 3D meat making machine, now you got to ask yourself this. If it's made off a machine, what chemicals are they using to put it together? What type of flavor, where they get the flavoring from to make it taste like chicken? You got to ask yourself all of these questions. And then at the same time, what's going to be the adverse reaction to ingesting stuff like this? And then at the same time, you got to ask yourself, how long had this stuff been around anyway? Now truthfully, brothers, we're starting to understand why the Most High said, get out of her. That's what we're seeing. This is the reason. The Most High, they can't be trusted. The Most High said this thousands of years ago. Don't be like the nation. Where you think your laws came from? The laws came from the nation. This is what they was doing. They were shady then, and they are downright despicable now. This is what the Most High been saying. Now, we at this time, in the end, we're starting to see and understand why the Most High said, get out of her, my people. Now we're starting to see it. These nations ain't worried about what they put in the can for your health. They're thinking about that bottom dollar and what type of control they can have on top of you. They need Jacob to stay in place. That's what they need. There's not another nation that's going to take Jacob's place, except for, being a servant. That's the only thing they're going to have a body. That's all it's going to be. They make money off of Jacob. That's it. That's all they're going. That's the only thing that they get out of Jacob. Well, except for inventions. They got themselves hemmed up. But now at the same time, we got decisions to make. Brothers, we have some decisions to make. Now, all right, I don't want to deal with 3D printing meat. Because now when I seen it, I seen them add blood to their like 3D meat. What did the Most High say to Jacob when it came to blood? Yeah, we know the Most High, he does not play with that. And so neither should we. They move blood around like it's a cocktail drink. This is what the world do. Brothers, this is a very, I can't even find a word for it, truthfully. I cannot. This is, and I know, brothers, y'all heard me talk about, you know one thing? When I speak about things, brother, I try to put myself in a position. I have always, well, now, Sister Paddia, I'm glad you asked that question. Because that's the question I've been asking too. Whose blood they using on this meat? They said the blood gives the meat the flavor. That's what they said on this particular video. This video is like maybe a year old, year and a half old. Yeah. And they got it looking like meat. The thing is this, is when they're saying, hey, you know what? We want to boost sales for this fake meat. What do you think they need to do in order to boost sales? They got to blend it. They go have to blend it. And once it gets to a particular time, I'm just saying, this is hypothetical. If they decide they want to blend that meat with real meat, blend the 3D meat with the real meat, yeah, as long as they can work it into the system, they go work it into the system. And brother, that just may be truth. You don't know where this blood coming from. But the most important thing is this. We understand why the Most High said get out of her. Now we start, they're being more blatant with this stuff now. Brothers, I gotta leave next week. I gotta go out and I gotta go do a project. But I was like the water. I was like, bump this nonsense. I went to YouTube University, found out how to drill for water. It ain't gonna hurt me to know how to do it. It's not. But I see where the world is going. You have more fluoride in your water coming from the system, from your tap water. It's fluoride in that. Fluoride is very bad for you. But the Most High has always told us, get out of her. He always said that. Now we're starting to understand why we're so sick. The Most High sees it. He sees what this system is doing. And brother, like I said, I'm not here to scare no one, but when you start to really put things together, then you start to say, you know what, I got to make some changes. Give you another example. I know y'all seen this movie. They cloned Tyrone. All that movie was, they flipped it. That's all they did. But it was a reality. But they flipped it. When everybody was laughing and eating on some chicken, yeah. But you go back to the days of COVID. and this particular chicken, and it was a sandwich. People was fighting and everything all over for that sandwich. Then they took it down. Then you had this brother who did his research and kind of find out these so-called chicken restaurants has so many different chemicals in that meat. Brothers, sisters, brothers, how many of you all cook with the chemical? And I know for a fact, majority goes like, I don't have no chemicals. And ain't like we go to the store and look for hydrochloride or whatever the situation may be. We don't cook with no chemicals. If they're going to say, hey, I want seasoning salt, you're going to have different types of vegetables mixed in with salt. You're supposed to, rather. Let's just do it. Let's just say it that way. The world is not looking like that, brothers. The world is looking at you, Israel, of how they can keep you in captivity. This is a battle between the Most High and this nation and the nations. That's with an S. That's what we're seeing right now. They trying their best to hold on to a people because they want that money and they want the power. Satan is upset because he knows you're not going to get both of them. The days of making money off of them are numbered. That's one thing he come to realize. The days of Jacob being used, he already know that they're standing at the threshold of a whole different change. I don't care if it's going to be a digital. You still gonna go broke. Because if Jacob is not there, you're going to go broke. Your system is going to collapse. Everything that Jacob brought into this world, they stole it. And I'm talking about inventions that has anything to do with us, they stole it. That brother that came up with the car that runs off of static electricity, they tried to take that brother out 3 times. The world did. He went into hiding one time. You didn't hear nothing about that brother until recently. Last year, he popped back up. But he got some protection now. Why? It's a controlling mechanism. Brother, he comes up with an idea where a car can run off of water. He get caught up in a shooting in a store. I forgot what place it was. I know you know, Brother Dave. Was that Boston? I could be wrong, because there was a lot of brothers and sisters. This guy took their lives, but it just so happened that brother who came up with the idea, he found out how to make a car run off of water. You messing with their bottom dollar. Let's go with another one. Dr. CB. He came in, cured AIDS, and told people, hey, you're diabetic, this is what you can do. You messing with their bottom dollar. Our people brought life. That's what they did. They brought cures for your life. What did the system do? Bucked up against it. That's the type of life they don't want. This is the reason why Jacob must take a seat. The world don't see it now. They eventually they're going to feel it. And they're going to understand we should have had Jacob from the get-go. Because this system, brothers, it does not want Jacob to sit down. This system is all about keeping their foot on someone's neck. We've been down there. We know the misery. Now, the world Whatever misery we went through, Israel, the world is about to go through the same thing. You know what, brother Earl? What's that brother name? His life, yep. They was messing with him too. But I'm gonna tell you something. He's not the first. The first person to come up with taking a fuel out of the plastic was a Nigerian brother. I would say about 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Now, but what this brother did, it seems like the brother you said is in Georgia, he was more, his machine is a whole lot bigger. I would say that. Bigger and more complex than the brother in Nigeria. His thing, his whatever materials that he found, he put it together. I think the biggest, it was about the size of a generator, a home generator, the brother in Nigeria. But when these brothers start coming up with something that will benefit, this is the difference between us and the world. We think about human benefits. They think about control. That's what this world is about. The devil he wants to control, and he got them, they're wearing his spirit. They are most definitely wearing his spirit of control. This is not all about out of love. Well, it's not about love from the get-go. It's not. This is about a system that the devil wants to control. That's what this is about. This is a very dangerous situation that we find ourselves in. But brothers, sisters, we will have to make some changes. Truthfully, don't get me wrong, like I said, we don't know what's in this food. But I will say this. Anytime you out there shopping and things, always pray over your food. And brothers and sisters, whether you know it or not, you're supposed to pray before you eat, and you're supposed to pray after you eat. If you think I'm joking, look at the scriptures up. Do we supposed to pray before and after? You're going to see both of the scriptures that supports it. This is what we're supposed to be doing. But, the world taught us, open up with prayer, and that's it. You get through eating, you're just like, oh, go sit in there, unbuckle your pants or whatever, and sit back in your recliner or whatever. Brothers, and to each his own. However brothers and sisters want to go with it, I mean, that's left up to you. But I know once I get back doing these sites I got to do, that's what I'm going to get into. The system cost me like $200 and some. But I just want to see for myself how to bring water from the ground up with a pump. If I do that, then I can put a filtration system on it. Get a reservoir, put a pump on it, and connect it to my house. I'm straight. This is just what I'm going to do. Because I see a system, brothers. This is just me. I see a system that wants you to join their club. Their services has been proven. Don't get me wrong. Their services has been proven. You get your light, your gas, your water. Now they said, but join our club. Now that's when it gets dangerous. Because it's just not going to be gas, water, and light. It's going to be across the board. And I see a danger in it. That's what I see, brothers. I see a very serious danger with that. Because now that's a controlling mechanism that they're trying to get from you. Well, eventually it's going to be, let's just say mandatory. Eventually it's going to get to a mandatory. But truth, I just hope and pray that exodus take place before all of this happens. Because I do know a lot of our brothers and sisters will get somewhat hemmed up. But hey, anything, I'm gonna tell you something that's worse than any cancer, any disease. This is the thing that's the worst thing that you can ever have, brothers, during this awakening. The worst thing that you can ever have is not cancer. It's a lack of faith. It is a lack of faith. It will kill you faster than cancer. And this is what the Most High is asking for us. Maintain your faith. That's what he's asking. And we got to be having conversation with the Most High nearby every single, I know nearby, we got to have a conversation with him every day. You got to. I mean, you know what? That's. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Brother Earl. It's going to take time because this is something we're not accustomed to. We just pray, boom. I mean, but you know what? I learned that when I was in Africa. And don't get it wrong, those brothers and sisters they be practicing things that's in the Bible, don't even know it. But this family here, they knew it, and they showed me in the Bible. But brothers, I'm not going to be on here long. This is my encouragement. Continue to watch what goes on in the world. If you can make room for it, brothers and sisters, make room for it. If you can find something that you can live, all right, take this out of your life and replace it with this, whatever the situation may be. This is that time to control your own circumstances to the best of your ability. Because the Most High knows, if I take that person, put that person in captivity, in the wilderness, that person is going to live. That person is going to be satisfied. It's the ones that are accustomed to the system, brothers. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time. You go have to love one and hate the other. That's what we are standing right before. Where's your love? Hold on, let me do my email. Brother Earl. Hold on. That's my email there, brother. Oh, matter of fact, it's at the bottom of the screen. I didn't even know that. It's at the bottom of the screen also. The banner that's at the below. Michael at C-Data Services. Brothers, this is where we at. But my encouragement, start making some changes, because all they want to do is control you. But they want something on you. That's what the system is eventually going to get to. That's what they want. Now, they have a proven track of their services. They do. It ain't the fact that they trying to invent it. They got it. It's already existing. Now, this is going into the blood. This is where this is coming in at. Understand the severity of your choice. The Most High said it. Choose life so that you can continue to live. This system cannot give life. It takes it. It cannot give it. That's one thing we need to hold on to, brothers. Keep your head on the swivel, brothers and sisters, in this time of the end. The devil is, he's concentrating on you, on us all, because he understands. Once the Most High comes, grab a hold to all of you brothers and sisters, you frontliners, and take us up out of this system. You ain't, brothers, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. You too, Brother Earl. I would not be surprised. That right there can bring on a tribulation for the world. Because everything in this world, and I say about, was constructed, invented by us. The movement of money by us. Think about that for a moment and let that sink in. You're a powerful people, and the devil knows it. He's not going to admit to it, because if he admit to it, he's going to know. If you keep on practicing your power, you keep on believing in your power is going to tell me what to do, and he don't want that. He does not want that. Pray for your brothers and sisters out there, brothers, globally, that the Most High continue to watch over all of his people, and at the same time continue to bless all of Israel. You brothers and sisters, you stay safe out there. Until tomorrow, you brothers and sisters, be safe, and Shabbat Shalom. And like I said, continue to pray for one another. We all need prayer. And on that note, I will say Shalom.